merry meet and fare thee well. Settle in for a story with me, Astin Gaël. Welcome back, welcome back. I took some time off and I ain't looking back. No, I don't, I have no idea. This is your every other day collective message for Friday, May the 29th. Can you believe we are almost out of the month of May? I cannot. It is almost Pride Month, and I have a huge announcement for my fellow LGBTQ. But not A, sorry allies, this one's just for people who identify as lesbian, gay, bi, queer, trans, or are indigenous. And that announcement should either already be posted as you're seeing this message, or it is coming soon. And it pertains to personal short stories. If you would like information about personalized short stories, everything you need to know is in the description box down below. We are working our way through What There Is to Love About a Man. Every day we read an excerpt, and whatever the theme is, we create a short story around that theme. Today's theme is joy. He's dedicated to a joyful life, and it's a joy just watching him live it. He'll dress up in his favorite finery and dance half the night and walk home beneath a blanket of stars. He sees a sky full of silver linings and never bothers to notice the clouds. He's got no use for news since it tends to depress him. And he won't sing the blues because yellow is his tune. He took his watch off in 1975 and is blissfully punctual everywhere he goes. He rarely thinks about tomorrow because the here and the now is so utterly delightful. He fills his days with work that he loves and people he adores and feels blessed every moment he's living. He's joyfully lavish or joyfully simple, dining 5-star or grazing at a counter. His favorite dictum is live long and prosper, and he plans to do both quite exceedingly well. His enjoyment of life is a lesson worth learning. Life is for living, so live it with joy. First things first, I want to say that with the live long and prosper, I'm sensing an energy of someone who might be into like Star Trek. So there's that. I myself have never watched a single episode, and I really don't plan to, so please don't come for me in the comments. I genuinely don't think that it's my thing. And I don't like people to force things to be my thing when it's really not my thing. But if it's your thing, like, absolutely no judgment. I would never try to steal someone else's joy. All right. Joy. The name joy could be significant. It's making me think of a joy that I grew up. I went to church with a woman named Joy. Her granddaughter was one of my biggest adversaries. 444 on the timer as I look up there. So there's also something about unconditional love, which does make one rather joyful, right? Okay. Joy. Oh my goodness. And now, because I'm thinking about church and joy, um, this hymn is coming through. Give me just a second because I feel like I don't know all the words. Hold on, my child. Joy comes in the morning. The night is long. Da-da is on your side. So there's a bit of parental love coming through already. Seems to be a theme. Seems to be a theme right now. We've got Mr. Xander represented here in the back. There he is. He doesn't like to be called out, but he also really does not like to be on camera. So let's not tell him that he is. It's one of my favorite things about filming at home is having my best friend with me. Speaking of best friends and also parental energies, Goddess Isis coming through. This is a manifestation prayer. I just added this to the deck today. So, Goddess Isis, Lady Calypso, help restore my feminine flow. Open me up. I'm ready to receive, no longer giving anyone reprieve. Those who manifest in my energy do so with consent to divine alchemy. Negativity will be transmuted into power, helping my wealth grow hour by hour. Feel free to jot that down in your journal, in your grimoire, on a note card. I don't care. It's a manifestation prayer that I am no longer utilizing, so I give you full access to it. Feel free to use that in your practice. So there is some manifestation going on. I don't want to say you're manifesting parental energy. More so, you are working on parenting yourself or allowing deities that you see as maternal or paternal to reparent you in an effort to ensure that you are capable of being in a state of feminine essence, receptive energy, and not so much work, 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 act, act, act. And I'm hearing no rest for the wicked. So, first of all, you're not wicked, okay? You're not. You're not. I just refuse to believe that you are wicked. Also, the movie Wicked might be significant. I do believe that the second part is coming soon, being released soon. I'll have to watch the first part again because I really enjoyed it and I've only watched it once. All right. Something about a partner coming through. There might be a new partner coming into your life. Or you are setting off on a journey with a partner. Okay, so I think the reason that invitation to settling into a feminine flow is coming through is because um you're stuck in the daily grind. A poem that I wrote about like the human condition is coming through, and it's essentially just being stuck in doing the mundane and like working the 9 to 5 when you know that you're meant for more, that you desire more, etc. You might want to speak some affirmations over yourself. I am worthy. I am loved. I am safe. I am held. I am kind. I am brave. I am trustworthy. I am powerful. I am successful. And I speak truth. That's a great way to reparent yourself. It's making me think about the nanny in the movie The Help that talks the little girl that she's nannying through those affirmations every morning. I am kind. I am smart. I am important. Okay, say these things to yourself. The little parts of you, the big parts of you, the dark parts of you, you know. Okay. Uh Now, we're moving into a different part of the message. There is some love coming through. And this is not the parental kind of love. This is the ooey gooey, emotional kind of love. Someone wants to write you a love letter or an email or a text message. We've moved past these handwritten ways of communicating, okay? I am old enough to remember writing handwritten love notes, but I understand that there is a variety of ages out there on the internet, and you might have no memory of doing anything other than typing what you need to say. But somebody wants to tell you that they love you. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'll let you decide for yourself. This person is kind of stuck in an energy of craving. And by that I mean they love you, but the parts of you that they love are very you know, they are not interested in your heart, at least yet, and they have no clue what's going on inside of your head, and I don't know if they care. That is, like I said, for you to decide, and maybe the cards will reveal a few more things for us, but if you are Buddhist or resonate with some of the Buddhist concepts, you might not perceive that as very loving energy, because you are actively trying to work your way out of those cravings. Having somebody show you love only in a sexual manner might not feel like love. Okay, I think my guides are like, just move on, stop talking. Okay. Yeah, you don't consider this loving because it's the same old energy that has been used on you before, and it never it never ends well. You might learn a lot of lessons from allowing that energy in and then moving away from it, but you've learned the lessons that you need to learn, and it's not indulgent for you anymore. Um the last first quarter moon could be significant. The last final quarter moon could also be significant. Or really just quarter moons in general. Okay. This person may not share the same faith as you, or there is something about your faith that interests this person, but I'm not sure that they quite understand you. Yeah, like I said, you might resonate with some of the Buddhist concepts, but maybe you're not actually Buddhist. And so they're a little inquisitive as to how that can be. Are you just cherry picking from every single religion? And they kind of think like you can't do that. Or, like, yeah. Um, yeah, there's something about the faith. And then Venus is also a very prominent um, energy here. Um, oh, your aesthetic. Yeah, they're very interested in your aesthetic, or they're very intrigued by it. That's maybe what gets them all in there in that wands energy. And that's maybe it's your aesthetic that prevents them from being able to care about what's in your heart and even contemplate what's in your head. um Twitter pated is coming through. I think that's what they use in Disney's Bambi. Okay. Who is Twitter pated? What characters are prominent in this story? Xander is not returning. He's decided to leave us. Okay, so we've got the selfie. One of the characters is someone that either watches you online or you watch them online. Could be both ways. But this is a parasocial relationship. Even if it's not fully parasocial, like even if you do happen to know each other in real life, a majority of your interactions happen via the internet. Okay. So, the therapist upright, again, Venus energy coming through, Libra and Taurus prominent. You could be a Libra, they could be a Libra, you could be a Taurus, they could be a Taurus. Um, And this is the Empress in the Rider-Waite deck. So, going back to that feminine flow, they admire your feminine energy. All right. Give me some clarification on the selfie. All right. The Ace of Wands. So, they are watching you and thinking very spicy thoughts. They are watching you and find themselves uh specifically looking for photos of you. You might post a lot of photos, you might post very few photos, but they really like it when you post photos, and they kind of wish you would post more where you are wearing less. Okay. King of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. A King of Pentacles came through in the message on Wonder. So the message from the 27th, a couple of days ago. Could be the same King of Pentacles, could be a different King of Pentacles. But this person is most likely a Taurus. Fly the friendly skies of United. Okay, so they may live somewhere far away from you. They may want to fly you out. I know that's like a phrase that's used a lot in the SW industry. Um, that's very typical for escorts to get flown out. Okay, clarify the Empress. That song by Tyla, I believe it is. And I believe the song is just called Water is coming through. Um, Make me sway, make me hotter, make me lose my breath, make me water. Okay. They really like your hips. Yeah. Moves like Jagger is coming through, but also like a couple of different Shakira songs are coming through. So, okay. Clarify the Empress. Nine of Pentacles. If you are resonating as being viewed by someone else as an Empress, they see you as very single and satisfied, um, untouchable. Yeah. And not necessarily in a bad way. They don't think that you're like aloof. They think that you have standards. And while they really quite appreciate a person that holds themselves to high standards, they also are thoroughly aware that they may not live up to those standards. And that is where they start to be like, but like, could you lower the bar just a little? Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do final messages. Final messages. Um, Moths could be significant. Um, Metamorphosis could be significant. And then also just like moths to a flame. King of Cups. Clarify this King of Cups. Okay, so King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords, my goodness, the Lovers, and the Six of Swords. This King of Pentacles is very aware that as a empress with very charismatic energy, very fiery passion, so you might be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, but I'm getting heavy Sagittarius. You also might be very, very witchy. This King of Pentacles is very aware that as a person like that, you have a lot of eyes on you. You're guaranteed to have a lot of eyes on you. And it's looking like right now, the energies that are actively watching, um, is this King of Pentacles, heavy Taurus energy, a King of Cups, and a King of Swords, air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I did say that there was heavy Libra there energy there earlier. So right now I'm getting the masculine energies that are watching this feminine energy. Gender is not a thing here. We're talking about someone that exudes different types of essences, regardless of who they are as a person. Um, this feminine essence is being watched by a Taurus, a Libra, and I'm getting heavy Scorpio, but also Pisces vibes from this. So there might be up to 4 different energies kind of spying on this Queen of Wands, that's sitting in a Nine of Pentacles, very satisfied and single. And it is gutting them. They feel like a mere ghost in this feminine's energy. I thought there was going to be a song with that, but no. Yeah, they feel like they don't even matter to this person, even if one, they do, or two, this person could, this feminine energy could tell someone straight to their face, like, yes, you matter to me, and they wouldn't believe it. They feel like a ghost. And it's very likely has a lot to do with the fact that this feminine energy has high standards, and they either can't or won't meet those standards. So they feel like they just don't matter. Um they are moving towards like planting something for themselves. This urge, this desire to fly someone out is not something that they're actually capable of yet, but they sure would like to be capable of it. So they are moving towards um a significant amount of earning. And I'm hearing Halsey's castle. So yeah. Um okay. And they very much want a reciprocal type of love with this feminine energy. So part of their moving towards financial stability is to be able to meet this feminine energy where she is, mm, to meet this feminine energy where they are at. Um, they also want to be able to match this Queen of Wands in the intellect department. And maybe that is actually what is the biggest obstacle. Yeah, Knight of Swords. That's this. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords here twice. That is what they are kind of spying on this person's social media for. Hints and clues as to what they could or should talk about to interest this person. All right, that is all I have for you today. Until next time, be well, be you.